because you're here at the table. Child Rebel Soldier.
Wow.
You knew it was coming.
Why are we still talking about this?
Now, you knew it was coming, though.
25 years later.
We're talking about it because you said you're gonna you said you're going to. I can't even get the question out because I knew that it was gonna do this.
Okay.
But wait. So, it's Child Rebel Soldier was a group with Pharrell Williams and Kanye West, and you put out a song recently and said that it was going to be a solo project. I think tentatively, you were thinking about making it a solo project.
Okay.
Tentatively,
right?
But my question about it is, so this is my question. Aside from is it still happening? This might be a fan theory in my mind. This is just me. You play some. The internet said you play a song for Tyler the Creator, and I saw Tyler at your Coachella show.
Yeah.
Is he? Are you gonna bulk him? Are we gonna make a new Tyler the Creator Child Rebel? Is he a Child Rebel Soldier?
So the story.
You can just say the clause says we cannot talk.
The story of Child Rebel Soldiers goes like this. There was a. I was just doing mixtapes.
Yeah.
And mixtapes for me back in the day were like, oh, I'm gonna take this record, I'm gonna flip it, or I'm gonna take this beat where and this was. This was the era where people were still playing it safe, right? So our era, when we coming up, right?
Yeah.
So people were playing it safe, and
this era,
that era, where people weren't taking risks on the rap side, in terms of our generation, right? People were keeping it very standard, or people were still trying to get deals. So deals required you to kind of be in a certain frame. So. I could do something like, oh, I'm finna rap over this Radiohead beat. And it'd be like, wow, you rapped over Radiohead? That's crazy.
It was crazy.
Today, it's like, oh, wow, you rapped over Radiohead. That means nothing. So that was my mixtapes. I was like, I'm gonna just do these real exotic, pieces and collabs, whatever. There was a Tom York record called The Eraser.
Yep.
And so I was like, oh, I'm gonna take the little loop section that's rappable, I'm gonna loop it up and I'm gonna rap over this joint and I'm gonna put a verse on it. It was like me rapping over Radiohead beats, right, to keep it playing. And just so happened got P to jump on the joint, and then I think Ye heard it and was like, I wanna be on it too. And then it turned into like, oh, this is pretty dope. Vashti shot a video, okay, cool. Somewhere in between that, was in the studio and P was like, yo, we should just be a group, right? And we should call it Child Rebel Soldiers, right? And Lupe, you gonna be the child, Ye gonna be the rebel, I'm gonna be the soldier. This is the album cover. I was like, okay, cool. Let's start doing beats. And then that's when you start getting like Don't Stop, the remix for Everybody Knows. And all that kind of piece. And then it was just like, niggas got rich and crazy. And then it was over with. But it was always like a good idea to just could never trying to like get together. And so we would just randomly maybe be on tour. But P chasing fashion, Ye chasing fashion, Ye, all that shit come together to the point where it's just like, look, this shit not finna happen.
Yeah.
But the fans are like, I want in. But I'm telling the fans like, look, it ain't me.
Yep.
It's not Lupe, it's them. It's these two exorbitantly rich dudes, right? Out doing rich shit. And then the idea just comes about, but like, look, if we not gonna do it, what does it look like to give it to somebody else? The brand is there, people love the brand.
Yeah.
And we can make whatever we want out of it, make be whatever we want it to be. And then that's the idea that comes up where it's like, yo, what if CRS is, Tyler and I don't know, Chance and whoever. And we just kind of like, we had our moment with it.
Yeah.
It was something that we couldn't tame, so we passed this rebellious child on to the next generation to
Somebody
see if they
got
could raise the kid up, right? And then it was kind of like, maybe that's a thing, maybe that's not a thing. And then it lands at like, all right, look, I'm gonna just take it back to the essence. Let's go back to that energy of me just rapping on Radiohead beats. And I had some demos of that, and I was gonna send them to P. I think I sent them to P, and was like, look, there you go. Let that sit, right? And if it inspires something, it inspires something. And then it didn't inspire anything. So I was like, all right,
He
cool.
got a Lego movie he working on, man. He got some shit to do.
I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna just put this out. I'm gonna tell the fans, hey, this is what it was. Ba-da-da-da-da. I'm gonna just put these records out. See what happens. And what happened was Radiohead sent a cease and desist.
This is what you get.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
take that shit off your YouTube
Not
page
Tom.
right now. And that's the end of CRS.
Moving on from CRS, since we got the closure on that.
Yeah.
Another group was the All City Chess Club.
Yes.
That group included Asher Raw, Charles Hamilton,
Yeah.
The Cool Kids,
Yeah.
Blue, B.O.B., Diggy Simmons,
Yeah.
J. Cole,
It's a lot of people.
Wale,
Yep.
and Dosage.
Dosage,
I don't know if
yeah.
I got everybody. I might have left somebody out.
Uh-huh.
My question is, how did the lineup come together? Why wasn't I included? I'm joking about that.
That's fine. No, you can be serious about that.
That group, to be completely honest, for me, was like, you remember when Kendrick dropped the Control verse, and if he didn't say your name, it's like,
Yeah, irrelevant.
I guess you're knighted.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh, there's a lot of niggas in this lineup. It's a lot of niggas.
Yes, I remember that very, very well. Okay.
But my question is, are you guys still in touch? Is there a group chat? You know what I'm saying?
There isn't a group chat, and what not Child Rebel Soldier, what All City Chess Club evolved into was a very close relationship with Mickey Fax.
Yes.
IT.
Shouts to Mickey.
And everybody's still in that mix. So Cool Kids, still homies, Sir Michael Rocks, Chuck, all those dudes. And it turned into SOSA, Society of Spoken Art.
I had that coming up.
Right?
next. Yeah.
But it was like, all right, cool. We made that one remix, the Beeman remix, which is fire.
Fire.
And then it was just kind of, all right, let's try and do this. And we really tried. Like, same thing with CRS. Like, yo, let's get a person who's not a rapper to organize this. It might have been somebody who was working with Mickey at the time when he had his deal. I was like, yo, just make sure this happens. And it didn't happen.
Oh,
But
man.
it's fine.